of worship. Yes, Brahma did meditation. Why should he ask for a vigraham? He can be happy with his meditation, because even for people like Brahma, the mind is not steady. Same thing. If the mind is a study for Brahma, simple question, why did he become a victim to Maya and try to play pranks with Bhagavan Krishna by stealing the calves and the cowherd friends of Lord Krishna? Because of Tamoguna, Ajnanam. Same thing, Shankara, Mahadeva, no doubt about that. But still in Tamogunam, when Banasura's daughter, Usha, wanted to marry Krishna's grandson, Krishna's son Pradyumna, Pradyumna's son Aniruddha, Banasura was against that marriage because the boy is Krishna's grandson. Banasura has an enmity with Krishna. So when Aniruddha was kept in the prison, Krishna came to fight with Banasura to secure the release of his grandson. But this Banasura had an agreement with Shankara. If anybody comes to fight with me, Shankara, you, your children, Subramanya, Skandha, Shanmukha, Ganesha, everybody, Pramadagana should come and fight on my behalf. Yes, Banasura invited. Should not Shankara say, shut up? If it is another Rakshasa, another Devata coming to fight with you, yes, I will come and fight. But what do you think of Krishna? Paramapurusha, Sakshat Sriman Narayana. How stupid are you to fight with him? Shut up and get lost. This is not. Go and fall at his feet. You kept Krishna's grandson in the prison. How dare you be? Go fall at his feet. Instead of saying that, okay, I'll come and fight on your behalf. Krishna has an unwritten principle. He will not hurt devatas even if they make mistakes. So Krishna used a Sammohanashram, the present day tear gas shell, and made Shankara, Subramanya, Ganesha, everyone fall asleep, unconscious, and have sent them out, away from the battlefield on their respective Vahanas. Vrishabha Vahana, Shankara in an unconscious state was sent out. Mayura Vahana, Shanmukha in an unconscious state was sent out. Ganesha, Mushika Vahana in an unconscious state was sent out. Everyone was sent out. Then Krishna did Chakra Prayogam. When 996 hands of Banasura were cut off, Banasura came to his senses and surrendered to Krishna. So, Tamo Gunam and Rajo Gunam is there even for Devi Devatas. If you want Sattva Gunam to increase, Bhagavat Aradhana will help. The food restrictions, other sampradayas, they don't talk about food restrictions. There are many new Devi Devatas in the market now. Very big temples, so many followers. But are they talking anywhere about moksham? Are they talking about janmarahichyam? Are they talking about wiping out the sanchita karma? No. You come to this temple, you do this puja, you do this bhajan, you will get a son, you will get a daughter, you will get money, you will go to America. What's all these things? So that is their level of religious life. Fine, leave them. So Vigraha Radhana is there, recommended by your great Acharyas. That is the reason why, even though Brahma Sutras are commented upon, Shankaracharya, Ramanuja and Madhvacharya, Saraswati, the goddess of education, was so happy with the commentary of Ramanuja that the real meaning of Brahma Sutras is to bring out Sri Mahalakshmi is on par with Narayana, that she is equally Paramatma. That is why she called it, this will be referred to from now onwards as Sri Bhashyam. I am so happy that you could bring out the essence as we heard from Bhagavan Hayagriva. My junior, Vedavyasa, his idea in composing Brahma Sutras is this, but other Acharyas took it in their own way. You brought out the glory of Mahalakshmi. So may your Bhashyam be known as Sri Bhashyam. And that Mahatma Ramanuja recommended Bhagavat Aradhana. When you do the Pancha Samskaras, do the other people have Pancha Samskaras? No. When you have Pancha Samskaras, the 5 things that are done to you are, number 1, Tapa Mudra, Shankha Chakra Mudras on your shoulders. Number 2, Dasana, Urdhva Pundra Dharanam, keeping the feet of Bhagavan on your forehead and the 12 parts of the body. Dasanamam, that you are always a servant of Sriman Narayana. Then Mantropadesham. And the 5th one is Ijya, Bhagavat Aradhana. So, yes, Aradhana is necessary. Is that clear, Nitya?
Yes, Acharyaji.
Next.
So, this Aradhana will help us clearing our mind and do focus on
mind and indulging the in making the body indulge in the physical process of touching the Bhagavan, physical process of touching the salagramas, physical process of offering. That is why Aradhana is mandatory in all Vaishnavas. You are asked. In fact, I told you, do your Aradhana. That's why I said with Ashtakshara Mantram, do it. Okay, so it is it is part of the Pancha Samskaras.
Sure, Acharya. I'm just reading all of their questions, Acharya. I have one.
Next question.
What is Anusandhanam? What is the difference between Nitya AnuSandhanam and Nitya Anushtam?
Nitya. better. Mood beer, which beer was that? All right, who is asking? These are the 3 viewers. Indrana better. Indrana better. Let me what can I show you? Give me the key, I'll show you. Keep it in this. The last birva that is closest to Ramanuja. The last one that is closest to Rama. Keep it in there. So now coming back to Nitya means every day. Anusandhanam means chanting. Nitya Anusandhanam. Nitya means every day. Always. Anusandhanam means chanting. Anushtanam means Nitya Anushtanam, the physical process of activity. Nitya Anusandhanam, that is everyday chanting. Nitya Anushtanam, every day taking shower, having 12 tirumans, wearing proper clothes, doing Bhagavat Aradhana. These are called Nitya Anushtanam. In addition to the Japam, Nitya Anushtanam is Nitya Anusandhanam is just chanting only. Nitya Anushtanam encompasses lot of activities from morning sunrise till you go to bed. Morning sunrise, you are taking a shower. You are having 12 Urdhapundras. You are wearing the right clothes. You are doing Supabhatam. You are cooking for Bhagavan. You are Aradhana for Bhagavan. You are offering, eating only prasadam, doing your evening prayers, evening offering, doing Shainotsavam. This is called Nitya Anushtanam. Nitya Anushtanam, daily spiritual activities, the karma. Nitya Anusandhanam, the daily chanting portion only. Is that clear, Nitya?
Yes, Acharyaji. Yes, Acharyaji.
Nitya Anusandhanam is daily chanting. Nitya Anushtanam is daily spiritual activity.
Yeah.
Next question.
Probably the one who really asked the question has some extra sub-questions or additional questions. They can also ask, right, Acharyaji?
Go ahead.
If anyone else has. Okay, let me go to the next question, if nobody is asking. Yeah. During Shraddham days, what takes priority? Daily morning pujas first or Shraddham first? And then daily puja?
Daily morning pray, Japam, puja, and then only Shraddham. Even during Shraddham, in the Vaishnava Sampradayam, only the prasadam that is offered to Sriman Narayana should be used for Shraddham. But Sampradayams, some people following different Sampradayas say, oh, Shraddham gets priority, don't even do Aradhana. That is not correct. In fact, Bhagavat Niveditannameva Shraddha Prayoge, they say. Only the food that is already offered to Bhagavan in the proper worship should be used to offer to Pitru Devatas, Vishwe Devatas, etc. Therefore, always Sriman Narayana's Aradhana first, even on Shraddham days. You may prepare the different items needed for Shraddham like extra vegetables, extra bhakshanams like vada, payasam, etc. But all of them should first be offered to Krishna in the Nitya Aradhanam, and after offering that, then the Shraddha Karma.
Thank you, Acharyaji.
Next question.
Thank you so much. This was my question, Acharyaji. Yeah. Acharyaji, please kindly explain process of simplified and detailed steps of Nitya AnuSandhanam.
No, this question is contradictory. Simplified and detailed. How can it be simplified?
Simplified and detailed. Exactly.
If it is simplified, it is not simplified. It is simplified, it is not detailed. Amma.
Exactly.
All right. As a bare minimum, for those people who want to do Nitya AnuSandhanam, it starts with Tirupallandu first. You can go to prapatti.com. Vadagalai Nitya AnuSandhanam. Type it. Print it. Starts with Tirupallandu. Then comes a Tirupalli Elichi. Tirupallandu of Periyalvar. Tirupalli Elichi is a Suprabhatam of composed by Tondarati Periyalvar. Then Tirupavai of Godadevi. Then, since we belong to the lineage of Ahovila Matham, the Tirumagayalvar's Pashurams of Naimisharanyam, of Ahovilam, of Tiruvallur, these are the three that we chant. Since we follow Deshika Sampradayam, the Deshika Prabandham, at least Adaikalapattu. Then, since we follow the great Acharyas of Ahovila Matham of Lakshmi Narasimha Adaikalapattu, Adivansharagopa Adaikalapattu, these are bare minimum. Those of you who have more, and of course, Bhagavad Ramanuja's Gadyatrayam, these are the bare minimum. Since we are there on a course of Nammalvar Thiruvaimali, which is considered as the highest form of, even though 4,000 verses are there, Thiruvaimali has a special place, so we are doing Thiruvaimali. But otherwise, doing Nitya AnuSandhanam is good. So if you cannot do all of them, at least do Tirupallandu, Tirupalli Elichi, and Tirupavai. And if you have more time, do Gadyatrayam. If you cannot, do Sharanagati Gajyam at least. You have, as I said, simplified as well as detailed. Simplified, at least do Tirupallandu, at least do Sharanagati Gajyam. Elaborate, Tirupallandu, Tirupalli Elichi, Tirupavai, all three Gadyams. Then little bit of Deshika Prabandham, little bit of Tirumangayalvars, like that. Is that clear, Amma?
Acharyaji, small question, Acharyaji. When Adiyan took Sharanagati, I got all whatever you mentioned. I took printout from prapatti.com, but Adiyan couldn't do all of them, Acharyaji. I start from our Ramanujacharya Arthanyan Nityam, and then our.
Yes. As I said, if you cannot do, that is fine. Do your japam.
Sure,
but if you have time, instead of spending your time watching a movie, do Nitya AnuSandhanam. But you are having a lot of obligations. you have a job, you have a family, you have to take care of cooking, so many things. At least do just a Tirupalla and do. You still don't have. At least do your japam and then go to your cooking and offer, do aradhana offering, and then take prasadam.
Thank you, Acharya.
Go ahead, Amma. Next question.
Swamiji, just a follow-up question, Swamiji. If we cannot sit and read while cooking or doing some household chores, can we just play the record and listen it while we are?
That is the see. Nitya AnuSandhanam literally means you are chanting. But if you, as you say, you have limited time and you have too many things to take care of, at least play and listen. Rather than playing and listening, you can use that time also for your dhyanam. Japam is counting. You are cooking. You can do your dhyanam. What dhyanam? Your dvayamantram. You can constantly chant. So constant dvayamantra anusandhanam or dvayamantra japam will cover each and everything. Constant dvayamantra japam, as if you are sitting and doing japam as counting. Can't sit and count, do dhyanam. Dhyanam means chanting the same dvayamantram but without counting. Yes, dvayamantra dhyanam will cover Nitya AnuSandhanam and everything. But the first portion of japam is mandatory, 28 times. That 5 minutes you have to count and do. Namely, 28 times Ashtakshram, 28 times Dvayamantram, 28 times Charma Shlokam, 28 times Sri Mantram. All four put together may not even take 4 minutes. But afterwards, Dhyanam, Dvayamantram. If some people enjoy chanting Nitya AnuSandhanam, some people out of compulsion, even though they like chanting, they cannot. So Dvayamantra Dhyanam. Next question.
Sure, Acharya. Acharya, kindly please explain Acharya Vaibhavam. That's all.
Acharya Vaibhavam in Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, as I said, Uttarottaraha Shreshtaha. Bhagavan means Supreme Lord Sriman Narayana. When you say Sriman Narayana, that name includes Sri Mahalakshmi. Sriman, one who is there always associated with the Sri Mahalakshmi. As a Divya Dampatis, Sriman Narayana. Sriman Narayana is the Supreme. If you cannot worship Sriman Narayana directly for various limitations and compulsions, look for a pure Bhagavata. Pure Bhagavata is one who just serves the Lord but is not expecting anything in return. Just their only pleasure is to serve the Lord. Look for a good Bhagavata and render selfless service to him. If you cannot even do Bhagavata Kainkaryam, look for your Acharya. Do every service that you can do to your Acharya. Veda mantras say, Acharyaya priyam dhanamahritya. Suppose you like banana. Don't give banana to your Acharya. You find out what Acharya likes and you give. So, if you say what priority you have to give, this is what our Purvacharyas have said. Suppose you are doing Bhagavat Aradhana, daily Aradhana, either the Vigraha Aradhana or Salagrama Aradhana. It takes, say, 10 minutes for you. After 3 minutes after doing your Aradhana, some Bhagavatas came to see you or wanted to talk to you. Stop your Bhagavan's Aradhana. Welcome the Bhagavatas. Make them sit comfortably. Offer them something to drink, something to eat, etc. And find out how you can serve them. You can stop Bhagavat Aradhana to attend to the Bhagavatas who came during the Bhagavat Aradhana. Okay, you are taking care of the Bhagavatas the Sharanagatas, Prapannas who came to see you. While you are taking care of those Bhagavatas, if your Acharya happens to come by, you stop even taking care of the Bhagavatas. You attend to your Acharya. That is what I mean by successive priorities. Bhagavan is great. But while doing Bhagavat Aradhana, if Bhagavatas come, you can stop Bhagavat Aradhana, but take care of Bhagavatas. You are taking care of Bhagavatas, and during that time, if Acharya comes, stop even taking care of Bhagavatas and take care of your Acharya. So that is what exactly it means. So the role of an Acharya in Sri Vaishnavam, the best example to know the role of an Acharya, who is there? Wow, Vandana, Sudha, Srikant, Satchavati, Revati, Ramesh, Ramajyoti, Priyanka, Nitya, Malleshwari, Mala, Kalyan Sandeep, Jayashree, Sadashiva. Emma, what is the best example, Emma?
Bhagavad Ramanuja.
Swami Madhukavi Alvar.
Exact. Who said that, Emma? Who said that, Madhukavi Alvar, Emma? Somebody said that.
Revati Swami.
Revati. Yes, Revati, your answer is correct, Emma. Namely, Kanyanan Shiruttambinal Kattunna Panniya Perumayan En Appanil. If you do Krishna's Aradhana, great. But Madhurakavi Alvar went one step further. Krishna, I don't even have time to take care of you, Krishna. My time is totally spent in contemplating on the glory of my Acharya. Therefore, my Acharya's mercy is enough for me. Yes, that is correct. And another best example is Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya, the one who is considered to be even the guru for Bhagavad Ramanuja. That Yamunacharya was seen sometimes doing japam. His own Sishyas went and begged him, Swami, you are a Siddha Purusha. You have achieved everything, but still we find you doing a lot of japam. Are there some unfulfilled things that you want to do, that you are seeking for divine help? Well, because you are doing these japams on many occasions. Yamunacharya replied, No. I don't have any desires. I don't have any unfulfilled jobs. But I'm not even doing my japam of Bhagavan. I'm only doing the japam of my Acharya, Natha Muni. Because of my Acharya's grace, I am what I am today. It is only because Bhagavad Ramanuja has brought me, it is only because my Acharya Natha Muni brought me to Narayana. I am what I am today. So what I am contemplating, what I am japam is my Acharya's prayer. So in Sri Vaishnavism, if you have served your Acharya, not for your satisfaction, to the satisfaction of your Acharya. That's why the other day, I don't want to give the name. Okay, that person is here, one among the 15 who is there in this group. One among the 15 in this group. That person was talking, shall we do this, shall we do this, shall we do this, shall we do this. Just I told him, please, if you are asking me, I have some priorities. Complete your obligations. The minute you complete your obligations, can you go there to Krishna temple in Andhra and take care of the temple? Can you go to Vrindavan and can you go there and start feeding the devotees who come there? Money we are not asking. Can you render physical service by being there? So like that, serving an Acharya Vaibhavam is recognizing the greatness of an Acharya. In fact, if you look at Kaishika Puranam gives quite a few things. Namely, when that Nambadwan wanted to go there and sing the glories of Bhagavan, a Brahma Rakshasa caught him and wanted to eat him. He says, If I don't come back, allow me to go there and complete my singing to Bhagavan, I'll come back. Brahmadatta says, who will come back when you are sure that I'm going to kill you and eat you? He says, if I don't come back, I will go to that hell. A person who thinks Salagrama Shilas are just like any other stones, even though Salagramas have Sriman Narayana's chakras, if an unfortunate person is thinking, oh, come on, these senseless people are worshipping stones, anybody who equates Salagrama Shilas to ordinary Shilas will go to a hell. Still, if it is not there, anybody, he says another one, anybody who equates an Acharya as any other ordinary human being, I will go to that hell if I don't come back. Still he is not convinced. Finally he says, anybody who equates any other Devi Devata to Sriman Narayana, whatever hell they will go to, if I go there if I don't come back. My God, you took such a great oath? And he said, okay, I trust you, go. Therefore, Acharya Vaibhava means one who respects his Acharya as superior even to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana and fulfills the instructions given to a student by his Acharya. That is called Acharya Kainkarya. Is that clear? Next question.
Acharya, one follow-up question on this one, Acharyaji. Again, Acharyaji. Acharyaji, generally in Vaishnava temple, we are not supposed to prostrate in front, on lotus feet of anyone. Acharya, that's what we have heard, right? Because only worshipable Paramatma is only Bhagavan. But that when we see Acharyas...
Go ahead.
But when we see Acharya inside the temple, Sharnagatas should right away do obeisances on lotus feet of Acharya. Correct, Acharyaji?
That's correct. Yes. In a temple, you only show respect to other Bhagavatas. Prostration you do only to Sriman Narayana. But if you see an Acharya even in a temple, you should still offer your prostrations to an Acharya, even if it is a temple. That's what we did. That's what we were told by all Sri Vaishnava Acharyas. Yes, no doubt it is for other people you should not prostrate in a temple. Suppose learners, scholars, etc. are coming. You simply fold your hands and bend your head in reverence. But if you see an Acharya, even inside a temple, doing Padabhivandanam to Acharya is the only thing that is permitted other than Sriman Narayana in a temple. Yes, that is correct.
Thank you, Acharya. Thank you for clarifying.
Next question.
Acharya, are we allowed to have moong dal sprouts on Ekadashi fasting? Kindly let us know.
You see, the question is, there are some people in the Sampradayas different from us that you should not eat beans and grains, some people think. But the only thing that we follow in Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam is no cooked food. It is called phalaharam. So the sprouts, etc., it is an uncooked food. It is okay. But preferably they say phala aharam, phalam, taking fruits as food, uncooked food. Uncooked food includes your fruits, your raw vegetables like cucumbers, carrots, lettuce, milk and yogurt. Even though you boil milk and you convert into yogurt, yogurt is not considered as a cooked food. It is permitted on a fasting day. Nuts are permitted on a fasting day. Since the sprouts come under non-cooked food, it is okay. But if you believe that, but that is from Puranas, grains and beans should not be eaten. Sprouts, the moong dal that is sprouting, comes under beans. Therefore, if you want to avoid it, you avoid it. But in Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, they fast Ekadashis, taking only fruits or uncooked food.
Acharya, how about the sweet potato, raw sweet potato?
What is it? What is it?
How about that raw sweet potato?
Raw sweet potato, you can use. Orthodox people in Vaishnavism don't eat potato, but you don't have to worry about that. You can eat raw sweet potato, yes. I said anything that is non-cooked, not cooked.
Thank you.
Okay, my next question.
Sure, Acharya. Deepam should have how many vatti and which direction should it be placed, Acharya?
These are all simple things, Summa. If you can do a one single wick that is in the center, that is going up, the flame going up, one is okay. But people who feel they are not comfortable in making the wick, that is having a round base and a small wick that is projecting up, and you light it, the flame will go up. If you have that, even one is okay. But if you are using the horizontal wicks, people say they keep only a single wick when somebody is dead on the head side. So that is why traditionally they say keep at least two. It is just a sentiment, but not a religious thing. So they keep at least two wicks if they are horizontal wicks. Okay? But if you can keep a vertical wick, even one is fine. And some people, they have a bigger lamp. They have 5 slots there, so they keep 5. Some people will have lamps that have 8 slots, they keep 8. So these are all your district. But sentiment is if it is a single horizontal wick, because that is how they light a single horizontal wick when somebody is dead, and they keep that single horizontal wick on the head side. They say don't do that. These are all the traditions. But Orthodox people try to use single vertical wick, that flame goes up, that is fine. Next question.
Sure, Acharya. Thank you, Acharya. When should we do Abhishekam and Maha Abhishekam? What is the sequence, material and material required?
What is it? Abhishekam and?
Maha Abhishekam, Acharya. When should we do Abhishekam and Maha Abhishekam?
Abhishekam and Maha Abhishekam are the same. It is actually Abhishekam. People think ordinary Abhishekam. Maha Abhishekam, when you do it in an elaborate way. Maha means great. Maha means great. Abhishekam means bathing the Lord. Maha Abhishekam, doing extensive bathing of the Lord. If you are capable of doing it, do every day. That means you use Panchamritas. Okay? Abhishekam, you can do even with water. So it is a question of, if you do Sharanagati, whether you do Abhishekam or you do Mahabhishekam, you are not expecting anything in return. But other people traditionally, for ordinary this thing, very simple. You want to pass 10th grade exam. You go to a temple and pray, Swami, I will do Abhishekam to you. But you are waiting for your green card. Swami, I will do Mahabhishekam to you. Depending on what kind of a desire we have, are you getting the point, Amma? Depending on what kind of desire we have, we are changing the nomenclature from Abhishekam to Mahabhishekam, etc. Just like, you are praying, Swami, I am writing my 10th grade exam. If I pass the exam, I'll put 100 rupees in Tirupati Hundi. Okay, suppose you want to get your daughter married. Getting your daughter married is a higher level of desire compared to your 10th grade exam. That time you don't say, I'll put 100 rupees in your hundi. You say, Swami, I'll put 10,000 rupees in your hundi. Make sure my daughter gets married quickly. Suppose you are waiting for a visa to America. Then they increase the price. 10th grade exam, you put 100 rupees in the hundi. Daughter's marriage, 10,000 rupees. America visa, Swami, I'll put 50,000 rupees in your hundi. Same thing, Abhishekam, Mahabhishekam. If you are capable of, if your time permits, if your financial situation permits, you can do Abhishekam to Krishna every day with Panchamritas, every day chanting. If you are authorized to chant the Panchasuktas, etc. If not, do with Ashtakshara mantra. If you do it in a simple way, Abhishekam. If you do it in an elaborate way, Mahabhishekam. But there is nothing as Mahabhishekam. It is just a title nomenclature we have given ourselves. Whereas in a temple, Abhishekam is different, Snapanam is different. Abhishekam with Panchamritas in the order: milk, yogurt, honey, etc. Snapanam is a different one. First yogurt, they do the Kalasha Pratishtha also. Abhishekam, you don't do Kalasha Pratishtha. Whereas Snapanam, you do Kalasha Pratishtha. That is for temples and very orthodox people who are familiar with the Veda mantras, who have Yajna Pavitam. For the rest of the people, Abhishekam, Mahabhishekam, just don't worry. Whereas Snapanam, they do yogurt first and then milk, because the order in which the 9 kalashams are placed are different. So that's where it changes. So if you want to do Mahabhishekam, nothing wrong. Do it every day. If you can. You cannot do, fine. Is that clear, Amma?
Yes, Acharya.
Next question.
Acharya, one follow-up question on that one, Acharya. Acharya, traditionally in India we used to have, I don't know how do I say it in English, Mudungi vachkonaliya kaase. We'll pray that idu Tirupati poitu varum. Say for example, I would like to go to Tirupati. Lord, please, call me. Let me, put some coins in yellow cloth and put a knot and keep it behind Lord's picture. And when we go there, we will do that one. If we go for yatra, okay, let that yatra be, successful. We'll have a great yatra. So please, is that allowed, Acharya?
These are all family traditions. In the good olden days, where they cannot afford to go to Tirupati because they didn't have cars during that time, they have other things to take care of in the family. So since they have an emergency there, what they do, they take, say, a 1 rupee coin, or they take a 10 rupee note. They will wrap it in a yellow cloth and tie a knot and keep it at the feet of Lord and say, when I come to Tirupati, I'll put it in the hundi. That means it is like a token. You want to buy a house, you just put 10% down payment and you go for the contract. That's all. So your contract, Swami, I want to come to Tirupati because I want to get my daughter married, but I cannot do it right now. So as a 10% down payment, I am putting this 10 rupees, keeping aside as part of the pledge that I put 100 rupees in your hundi. So that is how they keep it as this one. So these are all, once you do Sharanagati, this kind of simple things, they are all good for the 5th grade people, 10th grade people, BA level people. When you are there at the PhD level, you don't worry about all these things. You want to go to Tirupati, go. You want to go to Tirupati, you want to pray, you chant your Dvaya Mantram and say Krishna. Number 1, after Sharanagati, you don't even have to ask for anything. Because Bhagavad says, Yogam Kshemam Vahamyaham. He is going to take care of. Then why are we telling? Because we have anxiety. There is no need to be anxious. Varada Nijabharam Nirbharo Nirbhayosmi. That's what our Mahatma Deshkar said. Hey Varadaraja, now that I did Sharanagati, and I offloaded the burden of my protection at your feet, I am free from any fear. So you don't even have to worry about all these things. taking a 10 rupee coin or a 5 rupee coin, 1 rupee coin or a $5 bill, wrapping it in a yellow cloth and putting it. These are all, there's no need for them.
Thank you.
Nothing wrong, but if you don't do it, there's nothing wrong. Next question.
Yeah, there is one question. Two more extra questions. What is Kumbha Abhishekam?
Kumbha Abhishekam means, actually, Kumbha means pot. Abhishekam, pouring the water. So whenever there is a consecration of a temple, to invoke, it is like a charging. Your cell phone is dead. What do? You plug in and you connect it so that it will get charged. So the idea of keeping a gold kalasham on the top of a temple vimanam is to receive that cosmic energy from Bhagavan. So to receive that cosmic energy from Bhagavan, you turn on the switch. So if you keep just a vessel on the top of your house, it becomes just a vessel. But when you do the Kumbhabhishekam, you are actually connecting it to the cosmic energy. So Kumbha means pot, Abhishekam means bathing. So with the consecrated water, over a period of 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, 9 days, the homas, etc. they do. They take the water and pour it on the topmost kalasham on the vimanam, so that the connection is made between the cell phone and the electric supply. So you are making the kalasham the direct recipient of the cosmic energy from Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. That's called Kumbhabhishekam. And that they do every 12 years in Orthodox temples. And if you are free, mark your calendars. 2001, we opened Ranganatha temple. After 12 years, 2013, we did the first Samprokshanam. 2025, we'll do the next Samprokshanam. Next question.
Acharyaji, one question as I discussed about this. When Narayan was young, I read that in temples actually that kalasham we keep it on the temple tower, that has invisible line towards Lord's deity, and it goes down the ground, and where they keep some copper plates or something like that. I didn't could recollect. But in our temple, we have a basement and stuff. How does it, maybe in a sense, deviating, or it is unrelated question, please.
Okay. The yantras, etc., okay, are there beneath the Moola Vigraham. And since it is there, connected via the ground. Okay. And for your information, if you are thinking, temple is upstairs, downstairs basement hall is there, etc. If you look at Ranganatha Sannidhi, where they serve the prasadam in this temple, there is a wall. You know, that wall is not just a wall. It is a shell that is 8 feet by 10 feet length, all the way from the ground, made with the concrete blocks, and all the way going to the first floor, filled with the sand. On the top of the sand, Ranganatha Vigraham lies down. And beneath Ranganatha, the yantrams that are there for the consecration, the Navaratnas, everything. And through the walls, all the way to the Kalasham, they are connected. So even though downstairs there is a hall, as far as Ranganatha's main shrine is concerned, it is there touching the ground, it is above the ground only. Right from the ground, it is there built all the way 20 feet tall, like a block, like a box, concrete box, 10 feet by 8 feet or so, the size of the Garbhagruham of Ranganatha, and completely filled with soil. And on top of it, the Vigraham, and beneath the Vigraham, the Yantras, etc., and above the Vigraham, the Vimanam, the Kalasham. So they are always connected. The Agamas describe that way, so we did.
Awesome, Acharyaji. I didn't know that. Thank you, Acharyaji.
Because you are not born when we did the Pratishtha that time, okay, ma?
Yes,
You are not.
We moved 2014 Jan, Acharyaji, to New Jersey.
Next question.
Sure, Acharyaji. What is the difference between Vigrahas in temple and before there is one more question, Acharyaji. What is the difference between regular Vigrahas and Pratishtha Vigrahas?
Regular Vigrahas are because you may not be able to do puja every day, so you don't do Pratishtha. Pratishtha means you invoke life into the Vigrahas. If you do Pratishtha to a Vigraham, it is almost like you have a living person in your house. Just as you have a child. Even when you are going somewhere, you take your child with you. If you cannot take your child, you keep your child with your sister, with your mother, with your brother, with your friends. Same thing, Vigrahas with Pratishtha have the power to listen to your prayers and to bless you. That's what the meaning of Pratishtha, Prana Pratishtha. You invoke life energy into them. So you should treat them as though you have the physical presence of Bhagavan. Vigrahas, ornamental value. Sometimes you do puja, sometimes you don't do. One day you do, 10 days you don't do, or 1 month you don't do, special occasions you do. Fine, your choice. But once you do Pratishtha, you have to do Aradhana every day. Oh, I have a lot of money. I got a 3 feet Krishna. I cannot take him when I go to India. Good. Ask your friend. Keep that Krishna in your absence in your friend's place. Who will do Aradhana every day and offer? Oh, my friends won't do. Then you should have thought about it before buying the Vigraham, before doing the Pratishtha. So if you have a Vigraham that is with Pratishtha, you should do Aradhana every day. Or in your absence, someone else should come and do. Or you keep the Vigraham in their house in your absence. Those who will do Aradhana. Is that clear? So Pratishtha means you are invoking the life energy into them. Do Pratishtha. You go to Manhattan Museum. You have some Vigrahas of Krishna, Rama, Shankara, etc. You admire them. But you don't worship them. Admiring is different, worshipping is different. So the Vigraham that is there consecrated, is as good as Narayana. How do you know that? How do you know that? Mallishwari, how do you know that? Bhagavan exists in 5 different forms. Para, as Paravasudeva in Vaikuntham. Vyuha, in Vaikuntham, the same Narayana in 4 different forms. Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Vibhava, as incarnations on the planet Earth, Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, etc. Archa, as consecrated idols in temples or at home. Consecrated, Archa. Antaryami, as Paramatma in your own heart and in everyone's heart. So, once you do Pratishtha, it becomes Archa Murti. That means you have invoked the divine presence of Bhagavan into that Murti. Is that clear?
Acharyaji.
Nitya, is that clear, Amma?
Yes, Acharyaji.
Are these your questions or somebody is sending to you?
This is in the sheet I'm reading, Acharyaji. From the sheet I'm reading.
I thought today's this thing, I thought only your questions and you're troubling everybody, I thought. Very good. These their questions you're reading. Very good. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Question.
Yes, Acharyaji.
Next question.
So, Acharyaji, Narayana, Acharya, just a follow-up question. If nobody is there, the friends or anybody, we can carry the Vigrahas with us and we can do the
Nothing
Aradhana.
wrong. In fact, all great people, they carry their Vigrahas. If you come to Vrindavan and see, some of those families are so orthodox. In a small basket, they keep their Krishna and they bring with him even for Pradakshinam to Nidhivan everywhere. So if you can take those vigrahas with you. Yes. And if you say, I'm going to stay in a hotel, it's okay. Even in the hotel, there'll be a dust in the room that you're staying. Just put a paper towel on that and you keep those vigrahas. Oh, I don't have anything. Just you can take a paper plate. How do I do abhishekam? I don't have milk. Just do abhishekam with water. Oh, I did not cook in a hotel. How can I offer? Just get a banana, get a fruit, and you offer. Oh, I didn't go out. I cannot go out. Okay, offer a glass of water. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. But if you want to do the puja, even if you are in a hotel.
So Acharya, at that time, like now, how do we do that? Deeparadhana, Pushparadhana?
You don't have Deeparadhana, you don't need Pushparadhana. They are all accessories. If you have them, good. If you don't have them, Manase Kalpayami. With your mind, you offer, you kept a lamp, you think that you offer the flowers, etc. Yes.
Narayana.
Next question.
This is similar to the previous one. What is the difference between vigrahas in temple and vigrahas in home?
If the pratishtha is done, a vigraha in temple is as good as a vigraha at home. If a pratishtha is not done at home, it is just a doll. It is just any other idol. So in temples they do pratishtha. But again, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. There was a priest who worked at Ranganatha temple. For whatever reason, he left this temple. He went to some other temple. Well, once in a blue moon, he comes here and he wants to say hello to me. Casually I asked, okay, how are you? How is the temple? How is the Aradhana, etc. going? The way he told me, I'm not going to tell you the name, which temple, etc. But the way he told me, oh yeah, we have 5 priests in our temple. One day we do Aradhana, one day we don't do Aradhana. One priest will pretend as though he is doing Aradhana, he is not. One day we offer prasadam, one day we don't offer prasadam. Then what do you people do? Oh, our priority. Pujas, go outside, do pujas, bring more money, bring more sambhavana. What about the committee people? Oh, they don't know anything about temples. The committee people are interested only. I am the chairman. During this year when I am the chairman, I brought $500,000 income to the temple. Then I said, what about Nivedana to Bhagavan? Oh, sometimes we offer, sometimes we don't offer. What do you offer? Oh, sometimes we just turn on the rice cooker and only plain rice we offer. Sometimes we don't even have the patience to turn on the rice cooker. We offer a couple of bananas. So it all depends on, is the temple following the Agamam? Every day they must cook and they must offer Bala Bhogam, Uchikalam, Sayam Aradhana. So a temple is the one where the Aradhana goes meticulously. Okay, 3 times a day. Home, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't do. Temple, vigrahas have pratishtha. At home, you may or may not have pratishtha. That is the difference. But if you do pratishtha, a vigraha in a temple is as effective as a vigraha at home with pratishtha. Is that clear, Amma?
Yes, Acharya. Thanks, Acharya. Thank you so much, Acharya.
Next question.
Yeah.
Acharya, then why do we have to go to temples?
You don't have to go to temple. If you did Sharanagati, you have your Archa Murti, you have done Pratishtha. And if it is Salagramas, you don't even need Pratishtha. You do your Aradhana. There is no need that you have to go. But we ourselves feel we are not doing Aradhana at home at a desired level of expectations. That is why we go to the temple thinking that they are doing Aradhana there in a better way. But if the temples are there only interested in money and the priests are not serious, they are here only to make money and they are not, then practically It is a temple in the social sense, but not in a religious sense. This is what exactly I heard from a priest who left this temple and went to another temple. And he says, sometimes we don't even do Aradhana because we are busy. We open at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, there's a Grapravesham, another person, Aksharabhyasam, another person, hair offering, another person, something. So we are busy with them. So what about a temple? Oh, we just do light a lamp, do an arati, and put some water and say, okay, done. But if a temple is there having Aradhana properly with the vigrahas that are pratishtha, yes. But if you do it at home also, there is nothing wrong. Yes, it is equally good. Next question.
Are they not committing any crimes, Acharyaji? Is it not? It sounds
It
very.
It is not our business to comment on that.
Yes.
It is not our business. If they are doing a mistake, let Narayana handle them. But this is what I heard. This is what I conveyed because the topic came. I did not want to. That's why I said I don't want to give you the name of the priest or the name of the temple. But he is very honest, and he told me this is what is happening.
But then Acharya is more like a business then, right?
Let us not waste our time on other temples. This is a religious gathering. You clear your doubts about Perumal, Aradhana. Don't worry about other temples.
Sure, Acharya. Thank you, Acharya.
Because the topic came, what is the difference between a vigraham in a temple, because in a temple the pratishtha is done, Aradhana is expected to be done according to Agamas. If it is not done according to Agamas, it is as good as just a no temple. That's what I mean. That's why I gave that explanation. But if you are doing at home your Salagram Aradhana, which doesn't need pratishtha, or vigrahas with pratishtha, your house is as good as a temple. Why do you think you are supposed to keep 12 tirumans on your body, men especially? You are converting your body into a temple so that Bhagavan will come and reside in your heart. Your heart is the Garbhagruham. But you are too stylish. We don't even keep one tiruman. So why talk about 12 tirumans? That means you are wasting your temple, which is your body, with no Paramatma inside. Next question.
Sure, Acharya. What is the speciality of Chakra Prayoga Ranganatha?
Only Ranganatha will have the chakram in the Prayoga mode. Means other temples, Srinivasa, chakram is there on the same level as the shoulder. But Ranganatha, the chakram is turned 90 degrees, ready to be released to protect his devotees. So just as, the face of a man is different from the face of a woman, the face of Srinivasa is different from the Vigraha of Ranganatha, because Srinivasa's Vigraha will have chakram in the same plane as his shoulder. Ranganatha, chakram turned 90 degrees from his shoulder. That's called Prayoga Chakram. So that's all. Just like the facial differences, Murti differences. It is like a trademark of Ranganatha. Trademark of Ranganatha, chakram in Prayogam mode. Trademark of Srinivasa, big Tiruman covering 90% of the eyes. That's how it is. Next question.
Sure, Acharya. What is Bali? Why is it offered inside and outside the temple?
Even in a temple, Kshudra Devatas are there. Therefore, when you do the Aradhana, because we don't worship Ganesha, Durga, other Devatas, Yama, so we offer them Bali. They are there in different directions. So on important occasions, they offer outside the prakaram of the temple. Every day they offer in the 8 corners. This is for those Devi Devatas who are not worshipped here, but who might have come to worship our Bhagavan. May they sit and eat here. So that's how they do the Bali. Just as your daughter is getting married, you feed all the guests, etc. But the leftovers, you give to some poor people. Same thing. Main aradhana to Narayana, the leftovers to the other beggars, poor people, etc., etc. The same way the Bali also. Next question.
Sriman Narayana Acharya, I think that is the last question. Oh yeah, one more question is here.
I'm very happy you asked all the questions, Summa. And it looks as though it is going to be nice if you can clear all your doubts like this once in a way. Maybe if you want once a month. I'm happy most of you joined. And I'm happy that one person is asked to be the coordinator instead of everybody talking. And I don't understand and two people talk at the same time. So it's better you send your questions and one person read the questions so that, it is not that Nitya is having any extra kiritam on her head that by asking the questions. It is just to facilitate a smooth flow, that's all.
Acharya, there is one more question, Acharya. If our body is considered as temple and have Bhagavan inside us, why do we have hatred, greediness and enmity?
Because as you know, it is a temple, but in temple some people will do stupid things. Same thing, we are supposed to keep our heart clean so that Bhagavan will reside, but we keep the temple dirty, Bhagavan will not stay there. Same thing, you are offered lunch in a 5-star hotel on a decent dining table, etc. But you go to a roadside tea shop, neither there is a chair, nor there is a table, nor there is air conditioner, and there are trucks, etc., going on the road, the dust coming, etc.